Alright guys, so you guys said that you wanted a garage tour, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a tour of the garage as well as try to answer some questions along the way. But before I give you a tour of the garage and you see the whole thing, I'm going to give you a fair warning. The garage is pretty much a representation of how my brain works. And it is a complete and utter train wreck. Nothing makes any sense. Nothing has a place. There's just everything everywhere all the time. No organization, and it's a complete disaster. So, you've been warned. It's not organized. There's trash. There's stuff from videos. It's a disaster, but we'll get through it. The first question that I'm going to answer, a lot of people ask me if I'm short. I'm assuming some of you get the feeling that I'm short because this table is so high up, but let me explain that to you. So, obviously, the way that I shoot my videos is I have a table on top of a table. So, obviously, normally the place you guys see me is just from the edge of this table up. So, this is why I'm assuming that most of you guys think that I'm short. I'm not. I'm 6'2", so actually kind of on the tall side. I actually wish that I could get a table that was like this tall, but this big. So, but obviously they don't really make that because this is just too tall. But you have seen sometimes I'll take like a piece of plywood and I'll put it on top of this table, and then of course you guys only see from this edge up, so you don't see that this is a piece of wood on top of a table on top of another table. But sometimes I will do this to give myself some more surface area. So hopefully that answers the table question. So another question that I've gotten is, how do I get that top-down camera angle? Like whenever I do like a jar video and then you can just see my hands from the top. So before I show you how, I'm going to show you this. This is the type of tripod that I use for any other camera that I'm using besides the main camera that you're watching me on now. I have a heavier duty tripod for that camera, but all the other ones use this style tripod. So with these, the middle section comes out and then it kind of unlocks like this and it extends. So that way it's for like, I think it's for like photographers, so that way you could have like a monopod to take pictures and stuff. But what I did, shortened the last two little extensions there, and then I stuck this up into the ceiling and then just duct taped it to the rafters, and then I just stick the camera here, and then I can use this and move the camera around or whatever, and this is just duct taped up into the ceiling. Along with that tripod stuck into the ceiling, I also have a light that I just jam up into the ceiling to give me that good light down on top. That is the tripod, just duct taped into the ceiling, and then you can see that it right there, the camera just attaches right there, and then that's how you get that top angle. And then you can see this new board right there. I just screwed that in today, and then that paracord right there is where I attach the crane scale now for whenever I do my tape tests and glue tests and stuff like that. So the next thing, if you're interested, is going to be lighting. So obviously I just showed you I have this light right here that just is a softbox light that I just stuck up into the ceiling. And then I have two of these LED light panels that have their own tripods and all that good stuff. And I have two of those, and they're battery powered. You can power with batteries, or you can run them just straight off of an outlet. So I have those wires up into the rafters, and then they go over to a switch. So I have two of those, usually one here and one here, and then this big light up here. And then I also have another one over on this side, so that way it kind of lights up just the background, and then these three, light me up, so that way we don't get any crazy shadows or anything. So that covers the table, the camera, the lights. So now let's start looking at the garage. So we're gonna look at the garage kind of in like quadrants. There's 4 walls, so we'll do it in like 4 separate sections. So we're gonna start. Let's start over here by the door. So obviously this is the door where you walk into the garage. This is the only door to the garage, so it's one way in, one way out. You'll notice the theme just by this area. I just added all this stuff right here. All of this stuff was on this table that you'll see to my right. You'll notice the theme of the garage is really stick anything where it will fit. It doesn't have to, nothing has to be in a group. It's just stick anything where anything will fit. It doesn't have to make sense. None of that matters. So as soon as you walk in the door, I put a screw right here for just random stuff. So I have like some fiber fix that I'll probably never use. I don't even know what this is. Some screw hooks. I think I got these hooks for whenever I was building the catapult, maybe. So just random hooks, and then just more random hooks here. So I've really just been I've been trying to keep everything off of all the flat surfaces, because for some reason any type of flat surface just gathers things and everything just piles on top of each other. I could fill this entire garage with 47 tables inside of this garage, and then within one day everything would be on top of the tables. I don't know how that happens, but that's just how it works. So I have a reacher grabber right here for really no reason. I don't even know where I got this or why I have it. I've had this for like years, and it's just one of those things that I just put right here and it'll probably stay there forever. I have 2 putty knives along with 3 or 4 more over here that I will be using for the flex paste video. If I can ever get my hands on some flex paste, it's like gold or something at this point. So as soon as I get because a lot of you guys have been asking me to do a flex paste video, and I'm working on it. As soon as I can get my hands on it, I already have everything planned out. As soon as I get my hands on some, I'll make the video. So that's what these are for. And like I said, I just added like these, you can call them shelves. They're really just pieces of 2x4 stuck in between the boards. And I just put random things on it. Like I got some brake cleaner, 2 propane torches. I got some diamond dirt remover, which is just literally a block of rubber that you use to get the dirt off of grip tape on a skateboard, or in my case, my one wheel. So to just, like I said, the whole garage, just random stuff. Like this has no place even being in the garage, but here it is. I have this envelope, which I honestly don't even know what's in here. We're gonna find out together, I guess. Oh, these are stirring. Let's see if that focuses. These are stirring pills for the video where I left water and gas, and I think water and oil, and I mixed them together, and then I had those magnetic stirring things to stir them up to see if the Orbeez would absorb the water out of the gas and oil. These are left over from that video. So I probably will never even need those, but they'll hang right there until probably the end of time. I could just have some clays. These are like clay pigeons, for practicing like shooting birds and stuff. I'm sure a lot of you guys know what those are. I have some hydrochloric acid that is being used in a current video. I have some liquid fire that is being used in the exact same video that the hydrochloric acid is being used into. And the liquid fire sits here on this little homemade shelf inside of these beakers. Ooh, I don't want to drop that. That will probably never even be used again. And then, if we move a little bit over here, I made a shelf basically just like for gloves. I got like heavy duty, like thick gloves for whenever I need thick gloves, and I have little thin ones for just doing whatever. I have the extra box of Century eggs that I didn't use. I don't even remember what this is. Oh, this is hole saws. For a second there, I really forgot what that was. So let's move down a level. I've got a headlamp, just regular headlamp. I have the orange cover from the hard drive video that I stuck here ever since that video, and then it'll probably stay there forever. I have 3 throwing stars that you will see in an upcoming video. This, I think, is that's the pouch for the throwing stars, but they're not in the pouch, they just hang on the hook. Jacket. Here's the case for the Katana that never goes inside of its case. Got a tape measure. Always need a tape measure. And then there's those putty knives I was talking about. That brings us down to the sword. You guys know the Katana. I don't usually bring this one out too much just because this one is more of like a nicer sword, and I don't really want to break it. So anything that's like, kind of iffy, the sword could break or something, I usually just use the Katana because it was like, I think the Katana was like $40 or $50, and this I think was like $200 or $300. So I usually just bring this one out for like special occasions. So down here on the lower part of this wall, it's just more random stuff. Like I have just a random mason jar that I don't even know what was in it. It's probably been sitting here for like 2 years. I have a thing of pineapple juice why is this here? I have no idea. Got a gas can. I have 4 cans of toilet cleaner left over from that video because I severely overestimated how much of toilet cleaner I was going to need. I got the paint can. I got the paint cans from the stove video that I did. This one actually, this is the one that still has the toilet paper in it. Let's see if that still lights. Oh yeah, I bet that'll light right up. Yeah, look at that. Still has all the alcohol in it, just fine. Oh, I have a hook back here that from the cobwebs you can see I haven't used in forever. Don't know what I'm going to use it for. Don't even remember where it came from. I just have a random hook. I have a bottle of lighter fluid, acetone, some premium paint and epoxy remover, a jug of WD-40 that I also think I used in that Orby video. I have another thing of acetone, some paint that came with the house whenever I bought it that I'm never going to use because I'm never going to paint anything. Now on this wall, this is obviously the one right beside the door. We'll work our way from top to bottom. So we'll start up here. This is a welding mask, that like a really cheap welding mask that came with a welder that I bought. See if you can. Of course, you can't see nothing. Anyway, so welder's mask that I don't use and probably never will use, obviously, because I have this welder's mask. I have a hatchet, caulking gun, some sunglasses that I'm sure. Oh, great. I'm sure they make me look really good. Oh yeah. They're kind of they're really bent, so they're kind of crooked. Next we have. Oh, come on. Hang up there. I don't remember what this is. I know it's a strainer. I think that this came with the one of the rock tumbling kits, if I'm not mistaken. This is obviously the brass knuckles from the Wish video, Wish Wednesday, where I tested all the weapons. That was actually a really good one. What's behind this welder's mask? Oh, this is the the miniature baseball bat light that I also tested in that Wish video, where I tested all the different weapons and stuff. Don't know why I still have that, but I do. I guess just in case times get rough. This thing I honestly have absolutely no idea. Is that a cobweb? Where's that cobweb coming from? Anyway, this thing, I honestly have absolutely no idea what this thing is. I don't know where it goes. I don't know what it does. I think it came with the house. I have absolutely no idea. But because I think it was hanging in the garage whenever I moved in, and it's still hanging there. No idea what it does. This shelf. Let's see what we got here. We got some field points for a bow. Oh, I have a quarter that I shot with a rifle. Anyway, this is a quarter that I shot with a rifle probably like 10 years ago or so. Put that back up on the shelf. Some car wash stuff. Some Gorilla epoxy that is so old. You can see that this is starting to turn yellow. I don't think that this is yellow to begin with. A can. I got some post-it notes from the post-it note video. Something that you'll probably notice is that there's just like remnants of like every video I've ever made, just like throughout the garage. So post-it notes from the post-it note video. This is a can of liquid Flex Seal that has just kind of dried inside the can. That I don't remember. I can't remember if this is the can. I think I had a can of this that I forgot how to open a paint can, and I like punctured the can trying to open it, and then it ended up all drying up. I think that might be this can. So this is like another one of those things. Absolutely no reason to have this. This is completely garbage, but it's on the shelf. And I'll put it back on the shelf, and it'll probably remain on the shelf forever. Oh, we got a can of duster around here. Never know when you'll need some duster. Whenever you want to freeze something. There's a foam cannon right here that I've never used. There's some Windex and some Rain-X that I pretty much never use. Here's a little tripod that I got off Wish that is complete garbage. That, again, something that I have no use for, but stays in the garage. Got different types of oil here, just for whatever. I have a hammer drill that is just chilling right here. Not really a good place for it, but it's where it belongs. You can see over here, if you look down here, you can see that this is where I've started storing my tools. I just started putting screws into the wall, and I have a place to like hang the drill or whatever. Because like I said before, I've been trying to, get everything off of all the flat surfaces. So this was an effort to try to do some of that. Just start piling tools on top of each other. Here is a pocket shot and a slingshot. And that is an upcoming video that you may or may not have already seen. Just got some headphones. On top of this, yeah, you can see that. On top of this electrical box, I have a bag of all-purpose flour from the video where I tried to deep fry things in engine oil, and I had some leftover flour and I have no use for it, so I just put it on top of the electrical box, and that's where it'll probably stay for who knows how many years. So now let's dig into this desk. Let's see what's in drawer number 1. All right, some kindling from an older video. A bunch of gum from an older video where I did I tested to see if gum could be glue, and I think I did different brands of gum or something. Laser thermometer. 2 bow drill fire spindles that obviously, if you watch that video, didn't work too well. More gum. The industrial glue gun from the video where I made the table out of ramen. That was essential for that video. A random mouse that, I wonder if there's a battery in here. I can use an extra battery. Oh, there is an extra battery. I'm going to use that. I don't know what this mouse goes to, and it's probably been in here forever. completely useless. What else we got in here? Oh, what's in this bag? I don't even remember. Oh, this is a Flint and Steel. Let's see if we can make a little spark. You see that? Oh yeah. That's like a, I think I did use that in the same video that I did this, which was like the primitive fire or whatever. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, we have the ballistic dart launcher, which I'm sure all of you guys remember. Pretty cool. Got some sticky hands. Let's see what else we got in here. Some extra darts for the ballistic dart launcher. Nothing crazy. Moving on to the lower drawer. Got some paintballs that I've used for various videos. I have this special case that has, you ready for it? Drill bits for concrete. Nothing actually too exciting. We have a random knife that I don't remember what video I used this on. Maybe, oh, whenever I cooked the ham with the flamethrower. I think I used that on that video. We got, oh, the police baton that I also used in the Wish video. Pack of socks that I believe I used these in the video where yes, I did. I used these whenever I did the video where I was seeing if you could make shoes with Flex Seal. And obviously that video was like 2 years ago, so those things have been sitting in this drawer for like 2 years. A Titan 12T 550 RC car motor with rust that came out of an old RC car that I probably don't even have anymore. Yeah, it's a Traxxas motor. I'm sure this thing's probably dead. I also think I shocked this with the 300 9-volt batteries. Got a bag of Bouncy Balls. Some type of a poster that's, I don't even, True Glow when brightness counts. Oh, I think I got that whenever I bought a red dot sight like a couple years ago. What's back here? A bag of rubber chickens. Never know when you're going to need those. Some type of guards for a dirt bike that don't fit and I'll probably never use. This case, I don't remember what's in this case. Let me make sure it's nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. A playing card that is a 6 of spades, or diamonds, not spades. Some T-handles, some bits and pieces. A piece of the RC car that I bet this motor goes to. And that's pretty much it. That's in the case. But fun fact, this case, now that I'm looking at it, if you can see the spaces of this case used to be a Nintendo DS case, like whenever the original Nintendo DS came out. So that's kind of like a time machine, or not a time machine, a time capsule. So that's all that's in the case. I think that's pretty much it for this drawer. Time for the middle drawer. Before we go in the middle drawer, kind of push that in as far as I can. Down here I have just an old TV, and then on top of the old TV I have this case, which, go ahead and take a guess what you think it is. It is Oh, hole saws. Nothing exciting. There's really nothing in here that's like crazy exciting. Let's open the drawer. I think it's either broken or that's as far as it opens. I think that's as far as it opens. First, we have some Daisy Powerline slingshot ammo of the 3/8 inch variety. We got some ping pong balls, some change, 50-cent piece, random drill bit, a knife, the rocks from the rock tumbler video, some batteries, the glass from the rock tumbler video, post-it notes. I have 3, 4. Man, what happened to that already? Oh, where's that? There's another one. I have 5 cell phone batteries that apparently have been leaked on from something. I don't even know what that is. We got a master lock in case I gotta lock something up. I have a Stretch Armstrong, a miniature one from the Works video. The miniature baton from that Wish video. Come on. A charging cable of some kind. I think this goes to the taser, honestly. Just a bunch of random cell phone chargers. Bunch of nonsense, really. An extra shield that goes onto the welding mask in case the one that's on there gets scratched. Some golf balls. Oh, that's a drill bit. An extra like spear tip for the slingshot like bow fishing thing that I did a video about. An LG installation disc for who knows what. And it also has something sticky on it. Something has like been leaked into this drawer, and I don't know what it is. So that's pretty much it for the drawer. Nothing too crazy. On top, I have this tote here that just happens to have stickers on top of it that you can get, and the links in my description. You can buy these stickers. Make that focus. Let's see what's inside of this tote. I haven't opened this thing for a while. I don't even remember all what I had in here. Oh, pair of golf shoes that haven't been golfing or worn these shoes for probably like 3, 4, 5, 6 years maybe. An old towel that has God knows what on it. Toe strap. Some more RC car stuff. I think that's the one that I had. The Traxxas Stampede. If any of you guys have RC cars. Controller. Oh, this is an old thing. I've had the Stampede. I still have the Stampede somewhere, but my very first one, I had a Rustler, and I think that is what that burned up motor is out of, is this Rustler. There's really nothing else in here. Towel, some toe straps. Oh, that's actually a nice toe strap. I forgot I had one that nice. Battery charger. Something. What do we have here? Oh, look at that. You never know when you're going to need some PVC clamps. Probably never. I'm sure they've probably been in there for 10 years or more. Next in line, we got 3 drawers. Let's see what's in here. We have our favorite glue in the whole world, Flex Glue. We have more. Oh, this is something sticky on it too. And it's right there. I must have had something like leak into this drawer and then I didn't know it. We have some Gorilla Glue. We got Play-Doh that's all like Man, it's all dried up. Probably because it doesn't have a lid on it. Have a couple. Oh, it's still like normal Play-Doh. I don't remember what video I needed Play-Doh for, but I have like 4 or 5 jars of it. I have this power cord. I wonder what that goes to. If I'm not mistaken, and I might be, zoom in on that, I think that that is the power cord for a PlayStation 2 that I was looking for. So I set that to the side. Got some E6000, a pad for a shotgun. We got some pew-pews, remote control, liquid nails, some jumbo craft sticks that I probably will never use. There's really not a whole lot in this drawer. Some type of an adapter that probably came with something that I'll never use. Let's move on to the second drawer. Oh, look at that. Some old t-shirt and some more glue. We got some construction adhesive. We got some Gorilla super glue. That's fine, don't focus on that. Elmer's glue. We have some JB Weld, some JB Clear Weld quick setting epoxy. Loctite super glue, some Gorilla's version of JB Weld. That's it, and some old shirt. And then the third drawer, that's top secret, can't tell you what's in there. Moving on to this is the shelf that I like to call the abyss, because who knows what's on this shelf? I haven't checked anything on this shelf forever. So let's just start up here. Oh, this is just a box full of trash bags. Got a couple boxes here. I don't even know what's in this box. I guess we'll figure out together. Oh, that's top secret. Can't tell you what's in that box. Oh, here's a power adapter. Oh, that you can like plug into the wall, and then you can plug something that like plugs into your cigarette lighter, and then but you can use it like in your house or whatever. It's always handy to have. I don't remember why I needed that. It's probably some random reason. Bottle of propane, some 2-cycle engine oil that's empty, that I don't know why I have it, so I'll just leave it there. Pretty much empty can of spray paint. A wire brush that could have come in handy a couple times, but I didn't know I had it. Motorcycle helmet. Some Meguiar's Ultimate Waterless Wash and Wax. You can see it's the fancy stuff because it's got the reflectiveness to it. And you can see that it's been so long that I've used it because it's like condensed on the top and it's like foamy. So you can see how often I use that stuff. We have a can of Rubber Flex next to a can of Flex Seal, which we all know that Flex Seal is better than Rubber Flex. Wax for the car. A whole jar of pew-pews. An unopened bottle of the pickle soda. Disgusting. Then I have pretty much all of the extra pickle stuff that I didn't... Pretty much everything besides the pickles. I have the pickle candy, the pickle mints, the popcorn seasoning, pickle peanuts, the candy canes. Yeah, all the candy cans are still there. Obviously nobody wants them. In the back here, I wish I could take it down without breaking something. You can't really see it, but in the back I have a very old potato launcher. More trash bags over here. Some, I don't even know what this is. A Meguiar's. Here's another thing from Meguiar's that's all shiny. It's got the reflectiveness on it. A Meguiar's clay kit. I think I wanted to clay bar my truck or something. Which obviously, haven't done that in a long time because it's covered in dust. The lighters from the lighter video. I still have a whole unopened box of lighters. And then I have all these lighters that I haven't used yet. So that might be an upcoming video, something with lighters. This box right here, I don't even know what it is. It's got like some type of metal thing in it. With like bolts and stuff. I have no idea what this goes to. I don't even know if this is mine. I have no idea. Some weed killer. Some more weed killer. Some insect concentrate for insects. Oh, look at that. A pew pew holder. I forgot I had that out here. Some Evaporust. You already saw the Flex Seal. Have my saw that you've seen. This stuff is kind of a secret, but this is some pet waste bags, biodegradable paper straws. I have 2 containers like this. Obviously one here, one here. Oh, that's like a thing to wash the car with that I don't do. But I have 2 containers. This one's pretty much full, and I have another full one over there of CDs. And I have no idea what to do with them. So someone, please give me a good idea what I can do with CDs. Because I have like a bajillion of them. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. So I need an idea with CDs. Looks like I have just an empty bottle of sulfuric acid hanging around. Not a clue why. That just fell down behind there. Over here I have my aluminum pans that I dumped the jars off into. I have a styrofoam head. I'm sure everybody has one of those. One glove. Oh, this is the bag. Oh, I actually wanted... I need to make sure I don't spill too much of this. This is the bag of all of the grits from the rock tumbler video. I still have some of that stuff left. Some plastic covers for who knows what reason. I have a bunch of dental floss because I wanted to do... I planned on doing a video with dental floss. I just don't know what yet. So, give me more ideas what I can do with dental floss. I don't know. I haven't figured that one out yet. I just knew that I wanted to do one with dental floss. There's a half-drink bottle of water that's probably been in this box for years. I don't even know what's all in this box. There's some boxing gloves and hand wraps, some dog bones from these. I still have like 4 or 5 of these from the video where I turned these into glue. So I still got some of those. What's this? I have a dog leash. For some reason, I don't have a dog. I don't know why I have a dog leash. Okay. Obviously both rock tumblers, 2 boxes of screws, an empty toolbox, and then I have a notepad, 2 notepads actually, that have nothing on them. Fun fact, I have like 10 of these things laid all over my house where I write video ideas down all throughout the day whenever I'm not at work. I think that pretty much does it for the shelf. The things under this shelf I can't really show you because there are some upcoming videos down here, so that's a secret. Now this is the part that I warned you about, that it is a disaster. You can see I had 2 full bags of trash. Obviously that's trash. I got a box that has nothing in it, but it's the box that my welding mask came in. So that's actually trash, so we'll move that over here with the other trash. I have the pieces of plywood that I'm going to be using for an upcoming video. A random piece of styrofoam that is also trash. A random 9-volt battery that's been burned, so that could be, well, it'll probably stay on the floor for a few months. I have this, if I can peel it away. That chair is where I keep just a random piece of ballistics gel for whenever I need it. I'm sure everybody has ballistics gel just hanging around. There's not a whole lot of interesting stuff over here. I have a fan that you can see my heater. That's what this is a heater. Whenever I'm running the heater, I usually have this fan going to, circulate the air. Oh, there's a pot here. Don't know why, but it's there. I'll put this up here just in case I need it. There is a random bottle of Drano. That's cool. There's another fan here. Oh well. You can see this one is obviously broken because, fun fact, I'll tell you a little story. Whenever I was doing that video where I was trying to deep fry food in engine oil, the smell of the burnt engine oil, like, I don't even know how to describe it. It like basically just tainted the inside of the garage with this like just disgusting oil smell, and I couldn't get rid of it. And it like, just walking in the garage just made you gag because it was just such a strong smell, and nothing I did could get rid of it. So I had this fan propped up in front of the window, sitting on top of the chair, and I was, to use it as like an exhaust fan to blow the air out the window to hopefully circulate enough air to get the smell out of the garage. But somehow or another, jeez, how did I hang it all black? Oh, I bet it was from that pot. I think that pot was burnt. Anyway, this fan was sitting here on this chair, just like this, and then we had a really, really windy day, and the wind blew the fan over. The fan hit the ground, busted the fan, and then that garage didn't get aired out, and it still stunk. So then I had to buy another fan, and then that aired out the garage, and then that's why it doesn't stink anymore. I'm sure none of you care, but that's the story. That's why I have a broken fan. This fan is sitting, I don't know if you can see it or not, but this fan is sitting on top of 2 cases of ramen noodles, which I actually need to take out of here because I'm probably gonna have to eat these pretty soon. This is like the stuff to the fan and some random toolkit. This is my Enduro. It is a Kawasaki KLX 250. I love it, even though I don't get to ride it as much as I wish. There's something else I wanted to show you over here. Oh, this is over here. You might have already seen it. This is the toothbrush cannon with the toothbrush. I'm sure pretty much all of you have probably seen that video. If you're watching a long, boring video like this one, chances are you've definitely seen that one. I have the bicycle wheel from the wheel video. There's not really too much else over here. There is my microwave that I just kind of like let it chill wherever. Oh, I can show you where in the rock tumbler video I told you that the pennies exploded multiple times. I can show you where that mess is because it's still not cleaned up. So you can see what happened was, I'm pretty sure I had the rock tumbler sitting right here on top of the microwave, facing my pellet stove, which is obviously where the rock tumbler exploded and then shot all of the like slurry of whatever, shot all of it onto the fire stove, and then leaked down onto here and over here and down there, and that's where it exploded twice. Now back in here is where a lot of the hoarding happens. Let me get back here. There's like a path that you gotta take to get back here. Let me see. I haven't been back here for a while. Let's just see what we got here. We got some hydrogen peroxide, some more Flex Seal, some lighter fluid, empty jug of lighter fluid, a grinder, some wood pieces, crescent wrench. Nothing really that exciting. I might be able to go this way. This is a table for an upcoming video. I warn you, this place is a mess. This down here, let me see if I can get it up. This is the mannequin. I had him sitting here, and I guess he fell, so I don't know how he fell, but I don't know where his head's at. His head is somewhere, so we'll just move him off to the side. We'll see what else we have over here. We got some tennis balls. I got this thing. That was my contraption that I used to pour the gasoline into the deep fryer. Oh, I found his head. Nothing else really over here. I have a couple boxes of mason jars that, obviously, you know what I use those for. I have a weight bench that, obviously, you can tell I don't use. I have, let's see. Oh, this thing right in front of you. This is the catapult that has just been kind of turned on its side and just stuck in the corner. And then, yeah, not really much else. And then now we have the last wall. So, we start up here. I think you can see that. There was a big pot up there for no reason whatsoever. There's a foot pedal right here. That, fun fact with this foot pedal, what it's made for is for you to like plug something in, like just like whatever, and then you have the foot pedal that you can click. What I wanted to use this for was I got this so that whenever I did the video with the 309 volt batteries, my plan was to hook those batteries up through this switch and then have this down by my foot, so whenever I wanted to shock something, I could just use my foot, click the switch, shock it, and be done. That's not how that worked. Whenever I hooked that much voltage up to this, it just started kind of frying the inside of this. So I haven't even tested this. This thing might even be fried, and it's just hanging in my garage for no reason. Because I did that video like probably a year ago or something, and I also failed to read that, where is it? Right here, it's only made for 15 volts. And obviously, or 15 amps. Which is way less than what I had. Oh, I got a heat gun. I got 2 rolls of toilet paper from that camp stove video. I got the crane scale. This is where it lives. Hacksaw. A little eyelet thing. A charger for something. Oh, this will be interesting. I have a box here. This box is full of the ramen noodle seasonings. Like, probably, I don't remember how many I used, but this whole box is full of them. And fun fact, in the summertime, when it gets really hot in the garage, you can smell the chicken ramen noodle smell from these seasoning packets. Let's see what else I got here. Just a cable for the pressure washer, tennis racket, pressure washer nozzle, one of the lights that kind of just hangs to light up the background. I have a experiment going on here for a video, and then I have a time-lapse camera. There's nothing else too crazy on the walls. I will tell you something down here. Down on the ground, I have, this is the barrel to a big rock tumbler that I bought. So go ahead and take a guess in the comments. What is in this rock tumbler? Give you a little hint. I bet nobody guesses what's in here. Whenever I first started making videos in this garage, this shelf was not here. This is just something that I threw together for the sole purpose of making a time lapse for whenever I leave things in jars. That's the only purpose of this shelf. But as you can see, like I said before, flat surfaces collect everything. So there's batteries here, there's a broken arrow here, there's a bag of aluminum powder, and a bag of red iron oxide, which you use to make thermite, which I will be doing in an upcoming video. Got just a random camera laying around. So down low, we got a bag of marbles. We have a welder. That's just a little cheap Harbor Freight welder. We have the vacuum pump and the vacuum chamber that I will be doing a video with soon. One of the heaters from the heater video. I have a rope with a 500-pound magnet on the end of it to go magnet fishing with, because I got into my head one time that I was going to go magnet fishing for a video, and then I never did. So if you'd like to see that, leave a comment. Got a bag of golf balls. Oh, we got the random lid to the back of a toilet. That'll make sense from an upcoming video. All right, let's move on to that wall. And now we're on to the last, little section of the wall. We have cast iron frying pan. That will be for an upcoming video. That'll all make sense. I'll just go ahead and address the elephant in the room, the toilet that I have mounted onto a homemade stand. That'll all make sense in a future video. This bow target on top of it has nothing to do with the video. It's just there because, like I said, flat surfaces collect everything. This is where I keep the whatchamacallit that I use to lift up the all the stuff that I lift up. I know that's a horrible explanation. Whatever that thing's called, that's where I keep it. This is where I keep the whip from the Wish Wednesday video, just in case anyone tries to break in in the garage. I have a whip. See what else I got. I have some just random leads, some things I made out of 2x4s that will make sense in a future video, just like a bunch of other stuff. Oh, I don't know why, but there is aluminum foil here. This is the great value aluminum foil. I'll show you what you do with this. This is for whenever I decide that I don't want the government to get in. That's not enough. Let me get a nice piece here. So whenever I decide I don't want the government to get in, just wrap it on your head. This is kind of like an instructional. Make a nice point. That way, whenever the government does try to get in, the point will deflect all the rays. So, stay safe. I really don't have much else. This is where we keep the infamous survival cane, which everybody loved. All right, well, that's pretty much it. I feel like I covered pretty much everything in the garage in depth. I mean, I don't think I left any stone unturned. So, thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one.